How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy CG here, back with a new video. Today I'm going to be doing a Counter-Strike 2 knife tier list. First of all, everything I do in this video is my opinion. You may disagree, you may agree. All I can say is if you disagree with me, leave a comment and tell me why you think your way. Maybe it might change my mind, or maybe I could change your mind. But either way, like, it's good to debate. It's good for everybody to have their own opinion. And for those of you maybe new to the game, this can maybe give you an idea. So basically, we're gonna go through every knife, and I'm gonna pull each of these nice knives up in game, and we're gonna look at the vanilla version so we can, not be biased, because I don't want to like use a skin and then kind of be biased towards a different knife. But again, this is my tier list, and we're gonna pull up every knife in game and check them out. And for some reason, F tier is above D tier. There we go. I think that looks better. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get right into it. So first of all, we have the kukri knife. Okay, cool. We're in game here. And here's the kukri knife, here's the vanilla. And you know what? I really do like this knife. I know it's kind of cheaper, and you know what, in this tier list I'm going to consider pretty much everything. Of course, how it looks, the price, pretty much everything that it comes to the knife. Maybe in the future I'll do a different type of tier list based off like the price solely or just the look solely. I'm pretty much considering everything here, and honestly I really do like this knife. I really love like how it looks when you're just holding it. It's actually kind of nice, and actually I love the pull out animation. That's something that's always been big to me. Like, you always have to have a nice pull out animation, otherwise like it's not gonna hit. And I really actually like this inspect animation. It's very simple, it's nothing like too much, so I actually kind of do like this knife. I've never owned it, but I wouldn't mind having it. I've actually seen the fade version of this knife recently, and I was like, you know what, I think I might get it just because I really like how it looks, and it's actually kind of cheap. It's a very good budget knife. Like, if you guys are trying to save money, I would probably go with this knife. But yeah, based off of everything, I'm gonna put this in B tier for now, just because I think there's better knives, but I think this is a really nice budget knife that you guys can get. All right, next up we got the bayonet. Okay, so here's the bayonet, and actually I've owned this knife many times, and you know what, I love this knife. I love the pull out animation. This is such a nice skin to pull out, like when you're AKing or you're using the op, and the inspect animation is nice and simple. There's a lot of nice finishes for this knife, and all around I just love the bayonet. It's such a nice knife, great pullout, great finishes. I mean, great knife. I love it. So with that said, I'm actually gonna put this in A tier for now. I really love this knife. I think everything's great about it. You can't go wrong with the bayonet, but I do think there's some better stuff. Next up, we have the butterfly knife. All right, here's the butterfly knife, and you know what? Like, the butterfly knife is a pretty OG knife. It's always been nice. The inspect is amazing. Like, I mean, it's just so, they call it the ADHD knife. You can just keep flipping it around, and I mean, you really can't get bored of this if you have it. Like, it's a really nice knife. It has like 2 different pull out animations. Like, this one's kind of alright, but this one, I really love that one. If it always had this one right here, that pull out animation, I think I would always use the butterfly knife. But then also like the inspect, just getting different inspects like this, it's such a nice knife, and I can understand how somebody can just get distracted by using this knife like over and over again. All right, so yeah, honestly this might be a hot take, but I'm honestly gonna put butterfly also in A tier, just because personally I think this knife is way too overpriced for what it is. Like, I totally get it, like the inspect and everything about it's really cool. You can get like tons of finishes for it, but overall, like, I remember back in the day when I was playing this game in like 2016 or 17, the butterfly knife was not nearly worth as how much it is today. Like, this knife has skyrocketed in price, and I really think it's very overrated. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It's a great knife, and like everything about it's amazing. It really is an S tier knife, but just because like I feel like it's very overused, overrated. Everybody wants it, and it's like very overpriced. I'm gonna have to just put it in A tier for today. I hope you guys can understand why I'm putting it in A tier. I totally get the hype around it, and don't get me wrong, if I had a butterfly knife, I would definitely use it. I'm not hating on it. It's just so overhyped. I really think it's like way overhyped, overpriced, and it should be like kind of, it needs to settle down. All right, come on guys, we need to settle down. Okay, next up I believe we have the survival knife here. All right, so here we go. We got the survival knife. And you know what, this knife was not in the game when I used to play like in 2016, 2017, so this one's kind of new. I've never used it, so it's actually kind of like one of the first times I'm actually checking it out in game. The inspect animation's alright. Like, honestly, I'm not really a fan of how like it kind of like comes towards you. Like, I think that's kind of like kind of mid in my opinion. And guys, don't mind my ping. I'm on like an inspect server, and all these inspect servers are like far away from me, so like I don't know, I'm gonna have bad ping. Okay, I like that pull out animation, but like this one is kind of mid. We can get that second one again. Okay, see, like you're barely getting it. Like I'm trying to get that. There we go. I like that rare animation. That one's pretty cool. If that one was always the pull out animation, I would probably rank this a little bit higher. Inspect's kind of like mid, nothing too special. But honestly, it's still kind of a clean knife. It's very basic, nothing too crazy about it, nothing too special. If you like simplicity, I would totally go with this. Just nothing too crazy with this one. And honestly, the handle, not bad. I do like the handle. So based off first impressions, honestly, I didn't think I would put it here, but I think I'm either gonna put this in B or C tier. You know what, I'm gonna put it into C tier just for now, just because it's not something I would necessarily go with. But you know what, I think it's gonna grow on me. I think like if I see a nice finish on it, it'll grow on me more. Handle's nice, but the pull-out animation's not my favorite. I think there's definitely more I would go with, but it's all right. You guys, I'm gonna be honest, I can't tell what knife this is just because I don't think I've used it. I think this is the paracord, but I'm gonna save it for later just because the image that I'm looking at here and on my other screen for the inspect, it looks a little different, so we're gonna wait for this one. But next up we have the classic knife. All right, here we go. All right, the classic knife. So this one, I know for a fact that this one, I'm pretty sure, is based off the original game Counter-Strike Source. And yeah, this knife was definitely not in the game when I used to play back in like 2015. But honestly, like, okay, the inspect or the pull-out animation is not necessarily my favorite. It's another one that's like, it's actually not bad though. Like, I don't mind it. Like, for example, if I had my op and then I pulled it out, yeah, not bad. I do kind of like it. It's kind of mid to me. I would say it's mid. Ooh, and then like when you're holding it like this, I never even knew it would do that. That's kind of cool too. And then honestly, inspect, very simple. Nothing too much. Inspect's cool. You get to see both sides of the knife. Yeah, pretty simple. Pull out animation. Let's see if there's any rare. If I missed the rare, you guys can let me know in the comments for these knives. All right, based off of what I've seen here, I'm gonna go with the classic knife. I'm also gonna just throw it in C tier. I think it's just a mid knife, nothing too crazy, nothing too flashy. I wouldn't be like wowed by it, but I am glad they added it to the game. Definitely a smart decision by Valve and you know, developers of Counter-Strike to bring in like an original knife, because this was the one in Counter-Strike Source, so definitely cool. And then you can also get, I know there's finishes for this knife, so if I were to see a nice finish on this knife in game, it might definitely change my opinion. But as of now, I'm just gonna throw into C tier. Next up, we got the falchion knife. All right, guys, here we go. We got the falchion knife here, and I'm gonna give you guys a little background. I remember like when I was playing this game back in 20, and I know I keep saying this, but this is kind of like when I used to really play the game in like 2016 and 2017. This was like a new knife back in the day, and at first I was like, this is not cool. I don't really like it. Like, one thing I don't like about it is that like the way the hands are positioned. As you can see, like the hands are like way far back, and they're just like, and like also like the way the knife is being held is kind of weird. To be fair, like if I was a developer, I don't know what I would do. Inspect is really cool though, and then this inspect right here, this one is super cool. Like they got the inspect on point, but like the regular hold and like the pull out, like I'm not really a fan of like this flip with the falchion. But honestly, like I do like it, especially for the inspect. Am I just gonna keep getting the rare one? I'm pretty sure that was rare. Especially that circle one right here. Like this one is, yeah, I do love the inspect for this knife. See, like when I use it. Yeah, nothing too special. Ooh, he kind of like grabs it like that. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would rate this one really higher if it had like a cooler like pull out, or if like the hands weren't like being held like this. I don't like how the hand is like that. Just kind of mid to me, and I'm gonna be saying that a lot in this video. Mid, but it's not a bad knife, especially if you get a nice finish. I see a lot of people get like rubies and emeralds for these, and honestly, like I would probably not do it. Me personally, I'd rather just get like a different knife, but it's not a bad knife. I would take it. You know, if somebody offered to give it to me, I mean, I would take any knife, but hey, this is not bad, especially the inspect. I would give this an S tier inspect. So honestly, based off everything, I'm also gonna just throw this one into B tier, just because honestly, like when this game first came out, I always had this knife in F tier. Believe it or not, I never liked this knife, but since it does have a cool inspect and like there's just other knives I don't really like, I'm gonna throw this one into B tier. Alrighty guys, next up we have the flip knife. Now, okay, I know a lot of people are not necessarily the biggest fans of flip knives, and honestly, I was completely the same way. I was never like hyped up about this one. It was never one I necessarily wanted. But after all these years, you know what? Like, I'm actually gonna rank this one pretty nicely because I really do like it. It's very simple. I love the way, like, if you just use your op and then it just comes out. If you guys like watch like old Kenny S videos or like old pro players, like when they use the op and then they use the flip knife, it was just so slick and clean. It just reminds me of the old days and the OG days. And I am gonna be a little bit biased here, but I love, and I mean I love, like, a lot of the finishes on the flip knife, especially the marble fade fire and ice. I think the flip knife fire and ice is probably one of the nicest fire and ice finishes you can find in this game, and it's honestly not a bad price. Like, it's about, like, I think I saw one last night for $330, and for a flip knife fire and ice finish, that's a really good deal in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, the inspect, completely, you know, normal, and I like that. I like the simplicity. Nothing too crazy. I do like the flip out, you know, obviously it's a flip knife, that's what it's called, and I like how it flips out. Very simple. It's what I can expect. There's nothing rare. Yeah, I mean, I do like this a lot. So with that being said, I'm actually, hear me out, I'm putting this in A tier. I actually really like the flip knife, great finishes, and I totally recommend go check out the fire and ice version. If you guys find a fire and ice flip knife, you guys will not be disappointed. Even like I have an M9, and trust me, I've had a lot of knives. I've had bayonet ruby, I've had karambit blue gem, I've had karambits, butterflies, everything. Like, a lot of these knives on the list, I would still take a flip knife and like throw it on my T side or counter terrorist side, have a fire and ice, and I would be so happy with it. And I think I am gonna get one very soon. I've been thinking about getting a nice little fire and ice on this. Okay, next up we have the gut knife. All right, guys. Now I know the reputation with this knife. A lot of people don't like it. It's definitely like it's a cheaper knife, and you know what? I think a lot of people would rank this like F or D tier and like not give it a good rating. But honestly, I actually kind of like it. And hear me out. The pullout is nice. You always get this spin, and it's just like, I don't know how they did it so nicely, but it hits. I like it. To be fair, like, the shape and the handle of the knife isn't like necessarily like the nicest, but like, you can still get like a nice finish on this. I'm pretty sure you can also get a fire and ice on this, and there's like rubies and sapphires and emeralds that you can get for this, and it's much cheaper compared to like a karambit ruby or a butterfly ruby. So you can get like a nice finish on this for fairly cheap. It has a very good, it's a very good budget knife, I would say. And of course, inspect's very nice and simple. I love simple inspects. I don't like crazy stuff personally, but honestly, like, I think what carries this knife is the pull out. Like, I really like it. Just hitting that and then that spin, yeah, I like it. So I'm not gonna rank this terribly. So with that being said, I'm putting this in B tier, and I'm doing that because I do love the pullout. To be fair, I would never necessarily want like a safari mesh or anything like that, but you can find this knife for probably like $40 to $60 if we're being fair. And hey, I mean, compared to like spending $1,000 to $2,000 on a really nice knife, if you're looking to just spend like 30 to, I mean, as I said, $40 to $60 on something cheap, great option. I would take it. And hey, as I said, I mean, you can find a really nice finish on this, and you can rock it out. Next up, guys, we have the Navaja knife. So I've never actually owned this knife. This knife was not in the game when I used to play it. Like, basically, I took like a long break from this game, but I'm gonna be honest, I do not like the handle on this. It's a nice knife. I know it's a cheap knife and it's a nice little budget knife. You can get like a tiger tooth on this for like under $100. Like, the blade is nice. Actually, I do like the flip, and I like how like it's held in your hand here. But what throws it off for me is the handle. I don't like that rugged look. If it had like a black handle on it, it would definitely carry, but to be fair, I'm just not a fan of that handle. I think it throws it off. The inspect is nice. The pullout is alright. I'll give it like a nice little mid. I don't like how like the hands are kind of like flipping away from each other like that. I would definitely take the flip knife over this. But I mean, it's still, hey, it's a nice little budget knife, especially if you get like a nice finish on it. Definitely works out. But at the same time, if you do get a nice finish on it, what throws it off is that handle at the bottom. I think that's what kind of like ruins it and like makes it lose a lot of its value. But overall, like, especially like if you're just looking at it like this, it's a nice knife, and the inspect is nice too. It really is the pullout and the handle for me. That's what's really kind of gonna rank it a little bit lower. So yeah, honestly, I'm also gonna throw this into C tier. Surprisingly, no S, D, and F yet. Alrighty, guys, now we're moving to the big boys. Next up, we have the karambit, and you know what? think you guys already know where I'm gonna put this. I am that type of guy. I mean, the pullout is amazing. I mean, hitting an op shot and then just seeing it pull out. I know I don't have the audio on right now for the game, but like if you hear the knife in game, it has such a beautiful like pull out animation sound. Inspect is nice and simple, and you can just keep spinning it for days. Oh man, if you get a nice finisher this, like me personally, I would probably go with like a Doppler, of course. I mean, of course I would go with a Doppler. But I think I'm actually gonna purchase a Tiger Tooth on this eventually because like, hey, I mean, I know it's a lot of money, but it's like 800 and 900 bucks for a Tiger Tooth. And dude, I mean, it's such a nice knife. I love it so much. I'm gonna use it on my T side, or yeah, I'm gonna use it on my terrorist side, and it's just such a nice knife. You cannot go wrong with the karambit. The only issue, and I mean it really isn't an issue, but like you gotta get like a low float on this, otherwise like the corner kind of looks a little like screwed up. But I mean, that's not even an issue. I mean, the pullout is amazing, the knife looks great, the inspect is amazing. I mean, you cannot go wrong with this knife. This is an OG, great finishes, great knife. If you have this knife, you know what you're talking about. You have money, you got aura, you got skill. Okay, maybe not skill, but you have a great conscience to buy this knife because this is a beautiful knife. Yeah, so with that being said, this is automatically going to S tier. This is an OG, great skin all around, has a great sound, has a great pullout, great animation, everything. You cannot go wrong with this knife. Next up, guys, we have the good old M9 bayonet. So this is actually the knife I rock, and I mean, yeah, there's gonna be some bias here, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna agree with me. This is such a beautiful knife. The bayonet is like little bro to this knife. It's kind of funny, but it really is the little bro. But I mean, the pullout animation is flashy, but it's simple. And this is like, you don't get like there's no rare inspect or like rare pullout with this. Simple, you know what you're gonna see. Beautiful. The inspect, simple, has a nice big blade, handles beautiful. Everything about this is nice. If you get like a nice finish on it, you're really gonna love it. Go with a Tiger Tooth, a marble fade, Dopplers. This knife is beautiful, especially if you find like a ruby. If you can afford a ruby, emerald, or sapphire, I mean, you're set in this game. I mean, it's such a beautiful knife. Big handle, you're gonna really enjoy your finish. I love this knife to death. Me personally, M9 is always going to be one of my go-tos. If I'm ever playing this game, I need M9 on at least one of my sides, on at least counter terrorist or at least on terrorist. This is such a great knife. I'm gonna stop glazing it, just give it its rank, but I mean, everything about it is great. Pull out, inspect, of course, just holding it. I mean, everything about it is just great. With that said, let's keep it simple. This is also a S tier knife. Pretty simple. It's a great knife, on par with the karambit. I don't know, I might even rank it better than the karambit, but at the same time, I mean, they're equal in my eyes, really. They're both S tier knives, and I think the bayonet sits right below it. It's a great knife. It definitely is the low bro, but hey, I mean, if you're staying more on a budget, bayonet is a super nice knife. I would definitely go with it. And then when you get yourself a little bit more money and you want to become big bro, go with the M9. Okay guys, and the next up knife I see here, I believe this is the Nomad knife. One of my first times I'm actually seeing it in game, and you know what, I'm really not a fan of this pullout. Okay, I get like the whole, like I knew it does that, or I know it does that, like with the hand, like sometimes you'll see like the hand kind of shake, like you kind of like cut your hand, but honestly it's just really nothing special to me. Inspect, okay, inspect's actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I really do like how like it's like flipped around really quick. Like, I've never seen that before. I do like the way the knife is held. The hands are just like in a normal position. Nothing special. This is honestly just, yeah, I'm gonna give it like a little mid rating. Inspect is very nice with it. I will give it that. But the pullout is just not my cup of tea here. I'll be honest with you. If I'm using my AWP or my AK and then I gotta see this, not really my cup of tea here. I'm not, and I don't know why I said that twice, but yeah, this is not something I would necessarily go with. There's definitely other knives I would go with before this. But yeah, we'll go ahead and rank it. Okay, and with that said, honestly, I'm gonna just also throw this in C. I think all these are definitely C tier knives, but honestly, I might change up this list a little bit at the end. I don't know yet, but okay, let's move on. All right, next up, we got shadow daggers. And you know what, guys? I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't like these. These are definitely the butt plugs. I'm not a fan of shadow daggers at all. If you unbox these or you get these are, me personally, if I ever get this, I'm totally just selling it, or I'm trading these up for a different knife. Any knife in this game, I mean, it's money. I'll take it, right? Like, I mean, but this, I'm just not a fan of it. I totally get the idea, like, yeah, two little knives in your hands, and I think it's a cool thing. Like, it's a cool idea. but it just doesn't hit with me. I don't like the shape of these knives. Inspect is just kind of, I mean, it's simple and I like it. I will give it that, but I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, the blades are so small. They look like, they really do like look like little butt plugs. And like the way you're stabbing is just not it. Like I had a friend who had these shadow daggers and even he was like, and he unboxed them, to be fair. He unboxed these and I remember him just like trading it up for like a different knife within like the first week, even though he unboxed it and it was like his first knife ever. These just aren't anything special. Like nobody's amazed by shadow daggers at all. Like if I saw you with shadow daggers in a game, I'd be like, cool, he has a knife, but like these knives just don't have swag to it. And you know what? No hate to nobody who rocks these knives, but these are just not it to me. Yeah, and honestly, I haven't put anything in F tier yet, but this honestly, this would be the one that goes F tier. I'm just not a fan of these. These are something I would instantly trade away. I'm not a fan of shadow daggers, I'll be honest, and I don't really think there's much that can really change my idea. It's just not a nice knife to me. Even like the nicest finished is just not a nice knife to me. Okay guys, next up we have the skeleton knife. Now listen, hear me out, because when I first came back to this game, I didn't see this knife, or I didn't know this knife at all. And when I saw the inspect for this, like the whole, like you guys saw it there at the beginning, like this one right here, how it just spins, I thought that was the coolest thing. And you could spin it forever. Like if I can get it again, I'm not getting it right now, dude. You can spin it forever. I think it's because of my ping on the server. I'm not able to like spin it forever. Oh, and that was sick too. That was a sick pullout. I didn't even know there was a pullout for that one. So honestly, I really do like the skeleton knife. I do like the way it's held in the hands. Inspect is super cool. I love the inspect. I think the inspect on this knife is probably one of the best in the game without a doubt. Now the only thing that's holding it back for me is the pullout. I don't like this pullout. I think there was like this one. That one was sick. That rare pullout is sick. The regular pullout, I just don't like it that much. I'm gonna be honest with you. This inspect right there, that one was sick. This is like one of those knives that it has the complete potential. Like it has the animations I do like, but then most of the time, like this animation is just like, I don't like it. I don't like the way it's being pulled out. It's like a 50-50 knife to me. Like I don't really like rare inspects and rare pullouts, in my opinion. I like to know pullout and what inspect I'm gonna see. Unless like you have like the butterfly, like where they're both like, you know, pretty cool and it's like just a nice knife overall, then yeah. But like this one is just like, I don't like this inspect right here, or this pullout. Like it's just not it for me. That one was cool though. And yeah, I just looked at the timer on this video. Damn, we've been recording for 30 minutes, but it might be a little bit less with the editing on the video. With that said, this knife, I'm gonna throw it, you know what, I'm gonna throw this in B tier just because I'm pretty confident I would want it over these four right here for sure. Definitely I wouldn't take it over like S tier and A tier knives here, but I do consider it like in B tier. Like honestly, I put the gut knife over the falchion. I think this is a good like lineup right here. I would definitely go with the kukri, then the gut, then the falchion, then the skeleton, and then these are just C tier, mid. Alrighty, next up we got the good old stiletto knife. Now this is another knife that when I came back to the game, this was new to me, and honestly, amazing knife. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the pullout. It sounds amazing. As I said, I know I don't have my audio on right now, but it has a great pullout sound. The pullout itself is very nice. I love the flip. It's such a nice knife. And the inspect, nothing too special, but it's nice and simple. I like it. I like how it flips out sometimes. Let's see if I can get it. I don't think, there we go. There we go. I like that inspect right there. I'd say the only negative about this knife is like the blade is like a little too small, so if you get like a finish on it, like maybe like an emerald or a ruby or a sapphire, you don't really get to enjoy it that much, just because like, as I said, like the blade is just a little small. But overall, it's still a great knife. I mean, yeah, like I don't even know, like you can't really make this blade any bigger for the knife it is, but overall it's a great knife. I love it. I think it's gonna get a nice rank for me. But with that said, stiletto is also going A tier for me 100%. It's a great knife. And also, I didn't even mention this, but it's a nice budget knife. I mean, it's not even too expensive. I think I saw like Marble Fade or Tiger Tooth going for like 200 to 300, maybe 400 max. Great. I mean, it's such a nice knife. Great, like to pull out right after your op and your 8K. And you can get a nice finish on this for a relatively not an expensive price. Alrighty, chat. Next up, we got the Bowie knife. Now, I remember when this knife came out back in the day, and I was not a fan of it. And to be honest, I know a lot of people do like it. The blade is huge. It's honestly almost like a sword. I gotta be honest, I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not really like too big on this. I would say the inspect is all right. Like you get like a decent inspect, but like the way it's like being held, I just think it's too big. It almost looks like, as I said, it looks like a sword. It looks a little uneven to me. At least like if you get like an emerald or a ruby, it's big, so you're really gonna see the finish. So I can honestly understand, like, yeah, if you're gonna get a nice finish on it and you really want people to see it, like, yeah, they're not missing it, bro. Like, you got a Bowie knife, that shit's huge as hell. But, I mean, if you're the type of guy who like likes a big knife or wants like a fucking sword as their knife, then 100% go for it. For me, like, it's really just not it. The pull-out animation's all right. I'd say it's okay. I'd probably give it like a nice mid pull-out animation. But honestly, just the knife overall is just too big. And for that reason, I'm probably going to give it an alright rating here. But hey, if you're a fan of it, I would totally go for it. If you want, like, if you're going to get like a finish for it and you really want people to see it, like I'm talking like some sort of rare finish, and holy cow, dude, this ping is crazy. It's so dumb. Then yeah, man, fuck it. Go for the Bowie knife. For me, on my rating, on my list, it's probably not going to go crazy high. Yeah, so I think I'm actually going to just put the Bowie knife in B tier. Because you know what? Now, I do like how my B tier is lined up. Because I would go with the Kukri, Gut, Falchion, as I said, Skeleton. And then I would go with the Bowie knife. Because I would take the Bowie knife over these ones, to be fair. But now that I think about it, I might take the Classic over the Bowie knife. But at the same time, I don't know. So maybe Bowie could go C tier. Honestly, now that I think about it, I'm putting Bowie at the top of C tier. That's what I'm going to do. I'm taking Bowie at top of C tier. Classic knife right here. And then, yeah. Just like that. That's how I would think my C tier would look right here. I would say Bowie's a top C tier knife. All right, guys, next up, we got the Huntsman. And you know what? I love this knife. I don't even care what anybody says. I think it's an underrated knife, to be fair. I think this is an underrated knife. Because first of all, I mean, the way you're holding it, normal, beautiful, has a nice big blade. The pullout is beautiful. I love it. It's kind of like the gut knife, but I love it. The spin is just so satisfying. I mean, you're hitting your AK shots, pull it out, it's beautiful. And then here we go. It's an OG knife. You have the nice simple inspect. I mean, I'm just gonna be simple here, man. I love it. It's a beautiful knife. Handle's great. Pullout is on point. Inspect is simple. I love it. And it has, you know what? It has a nice big blade. This is how I feel like some people see the Bowie knife. Like, it's a big blade. But the Huntsman has it like perfectly even. This is how I like it. Like, and you know what? Like, with a nice finish on this, like, I don't know. I think it has Dopplers and like marble fades. If you can find like a nice marble fade or a nice tiger tooth or a Doppler, I love this knife. Yeah, so with that being said, this is actually going A tier as well. And if I had to rank my A tier, it'd probably go like this. So I go butterfly, bayonet. Oh, the flip and stiletto are like the same for me. These three are the same for me. I really can't choose. I'd probably go like this. And to be honest, like these three right here, they're really even to me. I really like them all. Oh, Ursa's knife. Alrighty, guys, we're almost at the end here. Next up, we have the Ursa's knife. I completely forgot this would be on my list. All right, this is another one of those pullouts that I just don't like. I'm not a fan of it. Okay, oh my gosh, actually, the inspect is nice. Okay, the inspect is really nice. I like the inspect a lot. Handle, pretty nice. Yeah, this inspect is fire. They cooked on this inspect. That is a nice inspect. But it's another knife that just kind of, I don't like the pullout, man. It's not necessarily bad. It's just, I don't like it. I don't like how it's like pointing up and then it almost looks like it's glitching in a sense. Okay, that was a nice pullout. See, this is what I don't like, guys. This is what I don't like. I don't like a rare pullout. And I know that's kind of like a hot take. When I pull out a knife, I want to know what to expect. I don't like being like surprised in that sense. Yeah, for the inspect, I'll take like a special pullout. That, like, if the pullout was always that rare pullout that we just saw, this knife would go way higher. But this pullout is just so lame to me. Like, I don't like it. If you enjoy it, like, I get it. Like, that's your opinion. I just don't. Like, it's just like it doesn't hit for me. It just doesn't hit. But hey, it's still a nice knife overall. Has a nice blade. They cooked on the inspect for sure. Oh, it also has like a nice little simple inspect. Okie dokie. So with that being said, this is going to be also another C tier knife. All right, so we're going to go back to the one I skipped right here. I believe that was the paracord now that I narrow things down. And same thing, like the pullout. I just don't like these pullouts. And you guys are probably going to be like, you're ranking all these knives based off the pullouts. That's a big thing to me. I'm going to be so fair. Like, because you know what, when you're playing Counter-Strike, you're playing it like with your gun out and then you pull out the knife. And if the pullout isn't hitting, the knife doesn't hit for me either. As a knife overall, it's really nice. I do like the design. Do not like the handle. That handle is ugly as hell. Inspect is all right. Nothing too crazy. It's a little bit different than normal. Pullout is not hitting, and the handle is just trash. I don't like it. Honestly, it's just nothing special to me. Yeah, hot take. That's probably going to be the only D tier knife, to be honest, just because it has the pullout that I just really don't like. And then the handle just completely ruins it overall. Like the handle, like, I don't know what they were thinking there. Like, why does it like look like a rubber band just wrapped around it? I don't know what they were thinking. I don't like it at all. I'll be honest. And last but not least, guys, we have the Talon knife. Now, when I came back to Counter-Strike, and I know I keep bringing this up, but when I came back, this knife wasn't in the game. And I thought it pulled out like a karambit. And I saw the prices on this and I was like, oh my god, like they released a karambit that's cheaper. You know what, don't get me wrong, I like it. It has a great inspect. Like this is the karambit inspect that we all love, and you can spin it like forever. The only things that I don't like about the Talon is, one, the handle is kind of lame to me compared to the karambit. Two, I don't like how many holes are in the center of like the blade. Like when you inspect it, you can really see it. I'm not a fan of those 3 holes. And 3, honestly, I think this would grow on me, but yet again, the pull-out animation. It does not hit like the karambit does. The karambit has the way better pull-out animation overall. But honestly, it's just not bad at all. Like it's still like a tolerable inspect. I do like it. Like I could totally like use my AK and then whip it out. No diddy. Honestly, I would say it's a nice knife. I'm gonna say it's nice. It's not karambit level at all, but it's still a nice knife. Just a few flaws to it. And with that being said, hot take, I'm putting this actually at the top of B tier. And you know what? I might put it actually second. And I think that's a really hot take, but I really do like the kukri knife over the Talon because it really is, to me, like a Walmart version of the karambit. Like if they had the same pull-out animation on the Talon, it would be like way higher. But I really think like it is a knockoff karambit to me, especially like if you're an OG player like me. Like if you like use the karambit back in the past and then you come to the game, back to the game in like 2024 or whatever, 2025, 2026, and you see the Talon, you're gonna be like, dude, this is totally a knockoff Walmart version of it. It's definitely not a bad knife. I'd definitely put it in B tier. I would use it, but hey man, like I'm a karambit boy. I'm going with the karambit at the end of the day. I don't care, my opinion. So yeah, guys, this is my list here. It's June 2026. This could change definitely in the future. Karambit, M9, these are the top ones, man. You can't really deny this. This is definitely my opinion at the end of the day, but hey, Karambit, M9, beautiful. I think the butterfly was a little bit of a hot take. I know a lot of people would put this in S tier. Me personally, I think it's very overrated, so I'm gonna actually just throw it into A tier. Bayonet, stiletto, flip, huntsman, kukri, Talon. I mean, I really like this list right here. And yeah, shadow daggers, in my opinion, really do belong here at F tier. They're just not it. This one was ruined by the blade. I mean, not the blade, the handle. But yeah, guys, this is my list right here. I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope this maybe helped you if you're like considering on buying a knife. Maybe you're new to the game, but at the end of the day, if you're gonna buy yourself a knife, it's all your opinion. I would totally recommend either rewatching this video and you can see all like how all these knives look in game, or you know, you need to check them all out yourself. Definitely check out all these knives with finishes. That always is a game changer. Like as I said, like the flip knife, like with the marble fade fire and ice, totally like got it to A tier for me. This might have been like a B, or yeah, I would say probably a B. But dude, I mean, like the finishes on the flip knife, kill it, man. So definitely check out all these knives, do your research, check them out in game. Everything is your opinion. Everybody has their own swag. You can grab gloves and make these things look cool, but at the end of the day, based off my opinion, this is the list I'm gonna go with. And yeah, if you guys have a different opinion in the comments, let me know. Drop it down below. I love to debate with you guys. I love to hear what you guys think. Maybe you guys can change my mind, because when I hear different people's opinions, it kind of makes me think a different way. You know, maybe somebody's like, dude, like this knife should have been like S tier, and I'll go look at it differently. And then I'm like, okay, maybe my opinion might be a B tier. But yeah, as of now, this is my tier list. I really appreciate you guys watching. I'll definitely do another one of these in the future, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Drop a comment, like, and subscribe. We got definitely a lot of more Counter-Strike content coming, a lot of skin content, giveaways. So yeah, I mean, I'm not a big channel or anything, but I definitely recommend you guys subscribe, and have a great day, everybody.